Factorising quadratic algebraic expressions when we've got a 2 in front of the x squared. Now in this particular case we're going to use the same method. I've written the numbers down here. So we still need two numbers that are going to multiply together to make 12. And we've got a little selection there. 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. Now the difference here is because this is a 2, our method changes very slightly in that instead of the pair of numbers we finally choose adding up to 11, we're going to take that pair of numbers and double one of them. So let's say our pair of numbers is 12 and 1. Then we have to double one of these numbers and then add them together to see if that makes 11. And this will become clear when we go through expanding the bracket to check we've got it right. So if we double the 12, we get 24. 24 and 1, or 24 minus 1, is not going to make 11. If we double the 1, we get 2, and 2 and 12 is 14, or 2 from 12 is 10. So we're not going to get 11. So we're going to dismiss the 1 and 12. Let's take the 2 and 6. If we double the 6, that makes 12. If we take the 2 from it, we get 10. If we add it, we get 14. So that doesn't make 11 either. So we can eliminate that. If we take the 3 and 4, it's our last hope. So it's going to have to be these two. So we're going to choose the 3 and 4 because we know that 3 4s are 12. And if we double the 4, we get 8. And if we add 8 to 3, we do indeed get 11. Now what we don't know is which way round we're going to go, but we will know that in a minute. I'm going to put 2x in there and x in there because when we multiply these out, 2x times x gives us our 2x squared. Now remember I said if we double the 4, so that means that the 4 is going to go there because we're going to be multiplying the 4 by the 2x. And that's how it gets doubled. And the 3 is going to go there because we're going to say 3x. And we haven't doubled the 3, so we don't need the 3 to be multiplied by this. So let's just multiply them out and do that double check. 2x times x gives us 2x squared. 2x times 4, that gives us our 8x. 3 times x gives us our 3x, and 3 times 4 gives us our 12. Then we can add these like terms together, 2x squared plus 11x plus 12, and we get back to our original expression. Now, you may need to go through this video several times to understand why this method works. And it takes a fair bit of concentration to understand this. Remember, this is quite a detailed little process we're going through. We've got, and I'm explaining this because it's really important that you understand that it does take hard work and concentration for, first of all, to understand the method, then to learn it, and then to apply it. Because they are three entirely different processes. They're very connected processes, but first of all it's understanding it, then it's becoming familiar with it, which is the learning part of it, and applying it. And they all come together when you practice applying it. That's how you in fact learn it. So understanding, learning and applying, in fact it's by applying it that you end up becoming familiar with it and learning it. By applying with it I mean practicing questions. So let's just go through it again. We're going to use almost the same method. We're looking for two numbers that multiply together to make 12 and that add together not to make 11, but we're going to use those numbers, one of which we're going to double. So because I've explained all this in the video, I'm not going to go through it again now because you can switch this off now, switch me off, and then you can go back to the beginning and watch it again. We're going to do another question in a minute, so I'm going to stop the video here and then I'm going to come back with another question.